Welcome back to T.R. Richardson's World of Writing. Today we're let's see, going to get into some other tools that I like to use for writing. That is my lovely dog, Ubu. Don't know what she's barking at. She always barks at the people that live here. But a tool that I like to use is called Calibre. If I spelled it right, I can't spell. I'm a writer, but I can't spell. Calibre is a tool that you can use to turn your documents into ebooks. And it does a lot of different formats, and it works on Windows, Mac OS, Linux. You can have it portable on a flash drive, and you can do it on Android and iOS. Of course, I am using the Linux version, um, so I think I cleared everything out. I hope I did because where is it? I don't even know where it's at. Well, I'll just type it in here. Calibre. All right, there it is, Calibre. So you open it up. Hmm. I deleted like everything. I forgot I deleted the whole folder. I usually use it doesn't matter. You can pick any one of these that you want, generic, Amazon, Android, depending on what you want. Ask people who what they use to read on e-readers. It really doesn't matter because you can change it later. We'll just go with generic and finish. All right. So it's like I'm using it for the first time, even though I'm not. I've been using it for years. Um, they have a quick start guide. Let's see what this is looking like. All right. So it shows a title. It has authors, EPUB, book files. John Schimber. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, sir. Schimber. Okay. And then configure. Let's see. No, I'm not doing any of that. I guess we'd have to actually open the quick start guide. So let's do that. So this should be Calibre because I deleted like everything I had in here. Quick start. And you see it has it in EPUB. So I can open this here. And let's see. Double click a file in the left panel. Okay, so I don't think that's what we wanted to see. Unless you, okay, here we go. It's over here. Is what we're looking at. All right, so I don't know why it's showing us this though. So, introduction, Calibre is an open source ebook management tool. Simply put, Calibre allows you to organize your ebook library, convert ebooks to various formats, and interact with your ebook reader, all in an intuitive and friendly manner. It's compatible with Microsoft Windows 8 onwards. We don't talk about Windows 8, as well as Apple's macOS and various flavors of Linux. It was created by Covid Goyal. I've never read this before, so who still leads its development. That's pretty good. A number of people around the world, including myself, contribute to Calibre's development. All right. So this is, does it? Okay, well, I guess I can, and then you can go through different things over here, I guess. So table contents, introduction, installing. The installation process starts by downloading the installer for your operating system. I'm not going to get into how to install it here. I mean, I could, but I've already got it installed. Maybe I could. Let's see. Um, maybe Vert Manager, because I don't know how long that'll make the video. Okay, we are inside of uh, VirtualBox with Bazite running. Okay, so If you're on any Linux distro, I'm not sure how it works on Mac OS, but you just go in here to like your software store. And you could probably do this in the Microsoft Store too, but you can also download the executable. I'm just going to refresh the content here, and I'll just install Calibre. I can't remember how I did it initially because I've been using it forever. Calibre. All right, see, you'll just do that. Get Calibre, install. It'll install it real fast. And that's pretty much it. So I go here and I can type it in if I wanted to. Calibre. And it'll essentially do the same thing that it did before. Just that stuff right there. But that's it. And does that. That's looks a lot better here. I might have to film it in here, but let's see. I don't think I have access to. Do I have access to my files and stuff? I don't think I do. I don't think so. But anyway, but that's that. So let's get out of here. Gonna shut that down. Shut down. Yes. All right. So, all right. Anyway, all right. So, all right. Let's get back to here. All right. Now, with Calibre, what you can do is you can add books. So, you can either add books this way, or you can say, I want to add a whole folder, add books from a single folder, add from folders and subfolders, or add multiple books. But what I do is, and you have to have docx um, as the document setting. So let's go here, here, and I'm going to add my original story because it's the only one. Well, I have a couple. A book. Wait a minute, what? Where is it? Hoodrich. Hoodrich. Let's see. Hood Rich. The. I can't find the original story. There it is right there. Okay. I should have demon. Alright, so there's that. So I want to add that. Okay, so that's there. That book's added, and what we can do now is edit the metadata for that book that's selected. So Theodore R. Richardson. And I'll do that, and that puts that there. That's my title. It's the series. I can't spell. That's bad. Writers that can't spell. I'm very excruciating. I think that's right. If I'm not right. All right. Now, you can add book covers here if you have any. I'm lucky enough that I have a very talented stepdaughter who is a now a college professor. She took time out to make this book cover for me. So that is the book cover that I have for that. And it is number one in my excruciating series. So if I spelled that right, I don't know if I did. I need to make sure I spelled that right. I'm very paranoid about. That's not it. That was stuff that was on my desktop that I didn't want to be. Yeah, okay, I did not spell it right. I can't spell. Okay, so anyway, screw. aiding. If I got that right, did I get that right? Okay, yeah. So I spelled that right. That's bad. I'm still paranoid to wonder if I spelled it right or not. And then after all that's added, we hit OK. This is, by the way, this is the book that I submitted that got rejected recently, and I think that's the third rejection. Second from the same place because the dude was like, "Hey, I'm not taking submissions. Can you send it to someone else here at our organization?" So I was like, "That sounds promising," and then I sent it in like 8 days ago. 8 days ago, and I already got the rejection. So that's a pretty fast turnaround. Usually don't get that turnaround. Usually they leave you floundering for months. So I can appreciate that they took the time to just be get to it. Like, okay, I'm not interested in this, and moved on, and that's cool. And then here is where you convert the book. I had to do anyway. Then you convert the book. I think convert the book individually. And this is where you can change the output format. I usually just do EPUB, and I do EPUB because what I do, this is part of my productivity process. Convert this into an EPUB. You hit that, it'll convert the book, and it has to be in the docx format. If you have it in doc, it will not even pay it any mind or read it. But what I do is I turn this to a doc format so I can. What I used to do was I used to put it on my tablet, read through it, highlight everything that all the mistakes, all the bad grammar, and things like that. Well, I was browsing Reddit, which is how I started wanting to make these videos. I was browsing Reddit, and someone said, "Hey, does anybody cringe when they hear their words read out loud?" And I was like, maybe I need to start playing my books instead of reading them because in our minds will correct what's wrong or skip over the misspellings and not catch it a lot of the time because we're processing the information wrong. Even though it's misspelled, we don't see it that way. We read it correctly. So I started listening to my books and I got through. I don't even know how many books I got through in the last couple of weeks of mine where I was able to listen, hear the mistakes, bookmark them, and highlight them, and then just continue to let the thing read to me. So that's another tool I want to show you how to do when I get a chance. But this is one of the books I got through. This is one of many. Like just in this series alone with this character, there are like I think 8 books that I've written because I just can't stop finishing the story. This is his first story, um, and that's the one I'm shopping around right now. But I have up to I want to say if he doesn't have 8 books, I think it's I did a spreadsheet the other day because I just had to keep up with how many. But I think he has just 8 in his main storyline, not to mention the ones that he's a part of that aren't his story from the 6 other characters that are like him. But that is Calibre Office in a nutshell. I mean, you can do this, and you can add as many books as you want. You can be like, you can add a whole folder if you wanted to. I believe, like you can be like, boom, I want to add. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's see. Let's see. Add books from a single folder. So see what that would. It's still not. You're embarrassing me. I thought it would add the whole things, but I guess not. But you could highlight them. You can be like, I just want to add books. And just be like, I'm gonna add these, and it'll add all those. And then you can edit the metadata for the books. You can go here. I could do get rid of that, put that, change that, and it keeps this information in a database. I need to put my database back because it has all my stuff in there. but I wanted to start fresh. This is like book in that same series. I'm gonna say this is book 12. Like I'm forever thinking of things and other things, right? And then you can click next to go to the next. I probably need to hide this so you can actually see. Wait a minute. No, I don't. I just need to not be. Okay. And then you can click next and go to the next one. And oh, that's my government name. You weren't supposed to see that. But yeah. So, and then you just go here. And this is, I don't even know where this one falls at in this series. Let's say the book 15, I guess. I don't know. Because it's a lot of these different stories. But, next, so it's just you can just go through and just do it that way. Uh, let's see. But you can edit metadata for all of these, and just click to the next one. Then it'll just have the one that I did first. So you can do a lot of things in here, and then you can publish them all at one time. Just hit OK, and I'm not gonna republish this one. So this one, if these are in the right format, I can do this, convert, and it'll convert all these books at the same time. Do three jobs. So, and if it's not in the right format, it will tell you that it's not in the right format. But that's all that I got for right now for this. I haven't done much else with this program, but this is one of the tools I use for writing and getting my books because it's hard to sit at the computer and look at like uh, a text document and read through it when I could just read it on a tablet or use Google Playbooks to read aloud to myself. It'll read aloud so you can hear those mistakes when a word is missing or something's misspelled. It's easier to catch by hearing instead of looking because our brains process that information and like, oh, it's right, and then we move on. And then when we go to edit later on, like, how did I miss that? But I hope this video helps. Let me know. Give me some feedback. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. And I'll keep trying to put tools out there for you to use in your writing that have helped me become more productive. Thanks for watching. Good luck and good writing.